Pause. And Fumes, and then Ploid versus.
Microphone muted.
Okay, we are watching Arcane versus Stunner because if you look at the standings right now, this is the only game that actually matters. If because Dopa, Crakd, Fuse are guaranteed the upper group for Phase 2. Arcane MVP Employed is guaranteed for lower group for Phase 2. And the only team that can be changed right now is
Oh,
Donner and
kurwa, I don't have the
Fnatic.
mod. Shit.
Nice preparation, Karen. You are a top tier caster. Indeed.
Now that I have a
Game-
new PC, I can open the
Microphone
game
activated.
quick enough to fix it.
Okay, I was like, why did you even have to, like, the game didn't update. Congrats then.
You know, we played Apex Miner last night, and one of our players was from Vietnam, and someone in his apartment fucking turned out his power. It was so funny. He was like so mad in boys channel.
I would be too.
We were like, oh, that's such a Vietnamese moment.
Average Coochie moment.
It's not Kuchi.
Yeah, but average Coochie moment because he's from Vietnam as well.
Yeah. Grr, Vietnam, grr.
Grr! Oh, how was your date with Louis and Plaid, by the way?
Wait, Platt didn't send the photo in Chinese General? Unlucky.
I'm not checking Finance General. I'm getting brain damage if I will check the channel.
Okay, I fixed in time.
Do you
Okay,
mean
zero,
I
zero.
check Finance General, but not check
Okay.
fucking politics channel?
I mean, whoever reads politics, is just asking for an aneurysm. Like,
Bro,
literally
now
asking for one.
freaking face.
Did I ready up? Okay, I did ready up.
Are you
Now
ready?
Cracked and Dopa is being delayed as well, apparently. So this is the only game that's not delayed.
Okay, let's go. The only game. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when I checked the other one, I saw like only 6 people in the thing.
Okay.
Okay, so on Cliff, Arcane's favorite map, they're bringing triple CS, 4 260s, double 50B, and 6 BZ75s.
Their favorite map? Donner has triple BZ, what is this? 8 IS7, 3 CS, and a STRV.
I mean, are you saying it's their favorite map, Karen, because they won the game so clutch the last time against MVP, the last play day? You think that's the reason? Because that's the reason why it's their favorite map?
I mean, yeah, clearly they're gods at it 'cause they won it in tiebreak.
True. For real. Maybe he is right. Well, we'll see how they will play it this time. We see a lot more tanks going towards the middle this time, instead of committing towards the bowl. But
There's 2 tanks from Arcane side trying to commit on the hill. They spot many tanks, so they're gonna stop at the ramp for a second. Wing is gonna be taking the G2 position in the CS. And
I think this is good though.
This is very aggressive play from side of Arcane. All of their tanks
Yeah, but it's really good.
middle. They managed to bleed Jai Rice there. He's forced to be pulling back in his Hurricane, and the CSs should be getting the timing to try to go uphill. They can't really stay there because Luca and his CS will be able to farm where Elliot and Mariel is right now.
Yeah, the right play it would be indeed to go up the hill now, because they can just take it for free. Now the IS7 of Tanzov is also going into the bowl.
We have a movement from Tablito in his 260. He's going into Donut, trying to force Tanzov down from Eagle peeking the middle, which is nice.
It is good, and Arcane is gonna repush the bowl as it looks like, or repush
reinforcing
Tanzov
with more
even.
tanks. Tanzov sees that and he's gonna be smartly running away.
Yeah,
Good
he's
play
gonna
by
take some
Tanzov.
shots though.
Only one shot is fine.
He only takes one by Tablito. No, but this is really good now, because now they have the ball control, and if Donor doesn't drop and repushes the ball, I think this one is looking pretty good already for Arcane actually.
The only concern right now is they still don't hold the hill. Oh, Mariel is getting a timing onto going up the hill. He only bleeds 900. He does get the hill, which is very nice.
Yeah.
He needs
Gonna
to be
come in really clutch.
Well,
That's
Kuchi
actually
is
very
trying
good.
to go up
He
as
spots the rotation.
well. I think Kuchi's gonna die here to Luca. I don't know
Nah, he
what.
bounced. Luca
Arcane
bounced,
needs
but
to
yeah.
I don't know
stop
what.
sending tanks up the hill.
Yeah,
They
like,
they,
they
they had the
already-
1 versus 0. That's an advantage. Just keep it. You're just gonna bleed more trying to send it up. These I7s have no choice but to push donut. You have a free cross to donut. Just cross and hold donut now.
No,
Yeah.
Kuchi's just gonna die to Luca if Luca just.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
correct.
just gonna die over time. Like the choice of Kuchi going up the ramp, going up to this rock was really bad. He
This
bled
is so
instantly.
bad for Arcane. They're not anticipating this 1-2 push whatsoever. Like these I7s are gone. You know that because Meryl's peeking and not getting spotted or not spotting them. You have to anticipate they're going donut, but they're just sitting in mid. Like
They're just sitting
You
in
should be
mid, wasting
recrossing.
time. Yeah, Kuchi does die in the ramp. That should not have happened.
I mean, Luca also takes a shot by the BZs.
Oh,
now,
Luca
one shot,
actually,
Luca
does
actually
die there.
dies.
That's huge, actually.
That's really bad.
Either either rotating towards 1-2. Oh, actually no, he's just staying at the rock.
The
Like
thing is,
either
though,
staying at the rock just shows how like Arcane is not expecting this 1-2 push at all right now.
yeah, but also look at what's happening on the other side of the hill. That Gunner, Jay Reister, and Blaze are establishing
joined
more
your channel.
control,
No,
and
is
they're
the other
pushing
team
the.
joined your
just
channel.
short. Like they're just stacking.
We are streaming, by the way, Philip.
User was moved out of left your channel.
Quick interruption there. No, but look at
we
the
have,
other
we
side
have
of
the
the hill.
260s re-pushing from Arcane
Yeah.
into the 1-2. This is gonna be not bad, but Gabe gets direct in the open. Commando is boosting into him. That's not really
Yeah,
ideal.
the thing is, the side of
Oh
Dinner is
my
doing the right
god!
thing. The side of Dinner did the exact right reaction on this,
User
so
joined your
they
channel.
pushed on towards the 50B of Arcane, who was isolated on the lower donut. They're gonna kill him for free now,
But they
and
but
the
they-
other tanks just flipped towards the middle again.
But
So
they,
now,
they can just pick him, but they're now like 2 I7 is gonna get picked by
Yeah,
the
but the
50B
thing
and
is-
the 260 reinforcements. But the thing is though, they're gonna win middle, they're gonna be boosting up the hill.
Yes.
Arcane needs to stop them from going up the hill. That is the only play Donna can win this game. Yes, they stack kills the Hurricane in the ramp, which is huge kill. Gump is playing in the back with the 260 in the building. He's getting crossfired from middle, so he won't be surviving that longer. But for some reason, the 1-2 I7s are still alive. They need
yeah,
to
that's the thing.
killing them
Yeah.
now. Yeah, okay, they now
Took
finally
way too much
kill it.
bleed. In the meantime, the IS-7 and the CS, like Plays and the IS-7 of that gunner, have established more control, but they can't really do anything for now. And this game looks okayish again for Arcane, because for a second I thought it would be instantly over, the way they repushed and bled so much for the bowl.
All Arcane needs to do is like stop donor tanks from just taking the hill.
Yeah,
If they just stop them from taking the hill, they just automatically win this.
yeah.
Gump
Also, they have
is
to watch-
getting crossfired out though. He's gonna die.
The thing is, Gabe is taking so much for this. Gabe is down to a watch it actually, and Arcane has to watch out now because they are not only down a tank but also 2k HP. And remember that there is still the STRV of Döner who's full HP. He's gonna
He
actually
does get
really
spotted and
yeah.
Wing is
But
forced out of the position. John JM
Yeah.
actually coming to the donut side with his full HP tank.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, you didn't see it though, Pasta. I believe it was XYS. He missed or he tracked the clutch shot on Wing. Wing should be dead by now, but he survived because he was
Clutch.
lucky. But yeah, no, like that's what I mean. Those tanks of Arcane, they're just isolated
User
in
left your
the
channel.
bowl right now, and yeah, I think the right play actually would be to like from the side of Arcane, but they can't know that John is
Oh,
isolated.
Blaze. How does Blaze
Oh.
die without killing Elliot?
That's really bad as well. No, but I think the right play from the side of Arcane should just be to overpeak John, instantly blow him up, and then have free
They
farm
would do it,
from
but
both
the
angles.
problem is they don't know he's like isolated right now. Ave getting spotted right now in the STRV in the 1-2.
Yeah.
Arcane will be aware of that. They can just stay hidden from the STRB angle.
The thing is, John is actually peeking on towards the tanks of Arcane. He's playing a
like,
really dangerous
don't,
game.
I don't know why John JM came towards the donut. He was the full HP tank. He should be going up. The guy elected to be going up the hill, but I have no idea.
Elliot also dying now towards the to the IS-7.
I mean, Elliot like wasted so much time for the side of Arcane. We finally have the right play from Donner. Ivory in the
User
IS-7 going
joined
up the
your
hill.
channel.
Dag is gonna be able to shoot him once, but he needs more than one shot onto Ivory in the IS-7.
Yeah. Dag is bleeding a lot though for peeking. He's bleeding in the initial shot.
They need to just stop peeking. They are on defense. It's 2 minutes. All you have to do is, before they bled all this HP, Notorious had 1600 HP. You just drive him at the Sturv, you kill the Sturv, and then there's your way out. GG's. Because now Ivory gets up the hill for free regardless, and you're still stuck on the donut. But you have no way out because the Sturv is now running away. So they lost their timing.
Yeah.
Ichinos or Meryl is now just going to play Ring Around the Rosie with Ivory on the hill.
And now we see a rotation from the side of Donor coming towards the
Ivory with
brawl.
a miss on the hill.
I don't think
It's
they
not
can
spotted.
push this.
They
joined your channel.
can't.
They don't have
That's
enough
just-
HP. But
Was it?
Notorious
User was
bounces
moved
his
out of
first
your channel.
shot. He's gonna
Yeah.
die.
He
for
goes
it.
down.
But the
Yeah,
thing is,
he
the
goes down.
50B of Willy just dropped towards the bottom side. And now he's
Yeah,
getting
he
shot by the
bleeds HP.
STRB.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Bro, what are we seeing
What
here?
is going on?
I mean, Tablido still has this clutch crossfire angle, which is gonna be really,
He
really
needs
good
to be.
for.
Tablito needs to be start driving back in to kill these guys. Because the STRB is pressuring them from. Oh, STRB is actually one shot, so.
Oh,
What-
John
what a
staying
low
alive
roll,
on
1
1
HP.
HP. Yeah, like
User
I don't
joined your
know.
channel.
We have seen so many individual throws in
I
this
think
game.
Game is gonna get HE'd by John.
I mean, he should have. He should have been
getting
HE'd
crossfires
since.
from 1-2.
No,
Alright,
actually,
that's
Game
Oh,
huge
that's
to
huge.
kill.
Just push Waterek. Just push Waterek. Oh my god, need to push Waterek, Witty. You have to drive at Waterek. And this
Aw.
Pablito has
before
to hold
Tom
against
Root
the
gets
tanks.
there.
They're going one by one. They're one shots. They're
Oh.
going one by one. They had
Witty
the
has to
time. They
run.
could have just grouped up. They could have just
Witty
grouped
is
up for
running.
a push.
Oh,
They're
Dag
going one
dies
by
though.
one.
Dag dies though. This is so bad because now Tom Root is gonna be able to pick up the lead. Oh my
Witty just
god.
runs. Witty needs to run more. He's not running far enough. That's still chaseable within. I mean, there are one shots. If he holds his shot, he should be fine.
He is now loaded.
I mean, they.
he should
Yeah,
get
but
proceed. XYS will
yeah.
try to jump on him, I think.
no, he just
Oh.
like what is
Oh
he
my
doing?
god!
Like,
what
what's
the
he
fuck
doing?
is he doing? Why is he trying to?
Oh my god, man. Arcane!
throw.
You had
What
this
a
game in the
throw.
bag 3 times and. Oh.
Just hold the angle. They're both one shots.
Oh my god, man. Also,
Or
we
if they
have
ran
to
the other
talk-
way. I don't know
we
why
have-
you don't run the other way.
We have to talk about the amount of individual throws that happened in this game. Like, so many individual misplays. It's actually crazy. Like, the BZ of Kuchi going up the hill at the worst time, bleeding all of his HP, dying. Then we have the tanks in the donut, not knowing what to do, peeking and bleeding HP for no reason.
Wasn't Notorious like alive till the end of the game? How does he do 0 damage?
Yeah, he was alive for pretty long. I don't know. Can we check his pen rate? Mod check?
10-6-0.
And all I'm
Okay.
saying is, if he didn't peek and he did just kill the Sturv earlier, I don't get it. You know they're both on that side of the, like, 2 heavies are on that side. Why don't you just run the opposite direction? Because if you
And-
run the opposite direction, they can't jump off the cliff because they're not on that side.
And even if you know, like, you can take, like, unless they high roll, they can't kill you. Well, XYS did high roll onto Willy. And you know they're all one shots, so why not just hold the angle? And, like, you're a 50.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. That was so confusing.
That's a thrill of lifetime. Especially considering if this goes to tiebreak, there's a chance Donner does not move on. So-
Yes, that is the only chance Donner doesn't move on. If Donner
mean-
goes to tiebreak and Cine just wins convincingly, and then Donner doesn't go to the upper group. That is the only chance.
There's another reason why them going to tiebreak would be bad, or why it's also bad that they lost this round, the side of Arcane, because it didn't fulfill my prediction. So yeah.
Yeah.
I went for
We
three.
need Arcane to
You
win
went
one.
for 3-0 Donner as well?
No, I went for 3-1 for Döner. But if Arcane would have picked this one up, I think Cliff is a map where you can always, fumble a game like we saw in this match. So
I mean, yeah, that was the fumble game.
yeah. I guess
That
my
would have
prediction is now cooked.
that would have cooked me and Pasta's predictions on one game.
That was so. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was something. Yeah, that was something. That is my comments.
Nice commenting. That was something.
That's something.
Oh! We are in the second game and we see, interesting lineup from the side of Döner. So for Döner, it's gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 BZs. We have 4 CS and 2 for Spie actually.
Arcane, I think, bring the same lineup as last game. No, one extra CS, 4 CSs, 4 260s, an IS7, 4 BZs, and double 50B.
I guess IS7 is for the 1-2 line rock. No, they're sticking to the initial plan, which is fighting 1-2. I think you should always like switch your plans if you see double Fosh B on the other team.
Yeah. I mean, the double Fosh...
Are they smart enough to just push down 1-2? Let's see about that.
Arcane will have more tanks in the 1-2 brawl if they drive in, which they are driving in.
Oh my god, tons of instantly gets
The
down.
thing is, the double Fosh B are shooting their guns. Like, this is 4.8k HP getting away.
Yeah, but they can't focus fire. They shoot 3 different tanks, and then once they clip their HP down in the
front. Push from corner side. They have every single tank except for one CS in the middle.
Arcane is in a significant. I mean, Arcane needs to be able to capitalize just on the gun advantage. They kill Tom Root, and then they're in such a good spot. They just sit above. Once Tom Root dies, now XYS will die. Luca dies. Again, the problem with BZs is there's no DPM in the BZ.
I don't know what is going on with the Hill CS and the that's a 2v1. They should be killing John JM right now and driving towards the 1-2.
Yeah, and look, there we have the problem with the Foshes, by the way. The Foshes are on reload for quite some time still, and they just pushed up to somewhat get their HP in the game, but they're just getting picked up. Yeah. Like, if the tanks from Arcane just push up towards the bowl now and re-push the tanks of 0-2, Dead Gunner and Blaze, the game is over.
This game is already over.
It's already over. It's already over.
Well, that's our predictions in the toilet.
I mean, never count, never, like, we saw a lot of individual throws the game before, so I wouldn't be as quick to say that game is done, but yeah, I think...
You know, it's funny because if Witty hadn't thrown, Arcane's on match point. It's already over for it's already going to tiebreak at the least.
I mean, now it's more interesting right now.
This is really good for my prediction.
Has a chance to fight for.
Oh, kurwa, man, my prediction.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'm not gonna be here for the next 2 weeks. I'm out.
This is so good, man. I knew it. Go, my homies, my goats, the Arcane goats. Yeah, but I just think that, yeah, I mean, the game is obviously not lost on those 2 Foshes, but I still think picking Foshes, it's gonna work in Onslaught on Cliff, but I don't think it's really a good tank in a 15v15,
okay.
Especially if you're going for the Brawl.
Okay, well, it's a good Cliff. It should be, in favor of Arcane 2-0, but it is what it is. It's 1-1.
Yes.
I do have moves are just coming in from Discord. MVP has forfeited their game against Fumes. They don't have enough people,
Unlucky.
or they don't have enough people that care. So, unlucky clueless, you put 3-1.
Yeah,
Nah, it's okay. That's a forfeit. I don't think we should count that round.
I don't think. So either... we'll see. Let's see how the game will turn out
No, Tansov.
in the end.
Tansov doesn't even. He shoots his gun, but he just dies
Yeah,
instantly.
I mean, he's the first one to go in, so yeah, he's just gonna blow up.
I mean,
Also
the,
because
like,
of the
It's
double
not even
50.
just him. Luca did 200 damage.
I mean,
Gunner, 1 shot. Firing 4 shots, only Pendulum.
if
Tom
you,
Rude
I
fired
feel like
3.
I feel like if you bring BZs on onto 1-2 on Cliff, you shouldn't be the team that is going in first. You should be like doing 1 shot of damage and then boosting in.
Yeah.
Especially because your BZs are coming in from the top side. They're slower than 260s. They need time to crunch middle.
Yeah.
So you have plenty of time to aim. Maybe even track a tank with your Fosh Bs, blow them up, and then
Yeah.
push in.
I was gonna say, especially with the Force Bees, you should always wait, because you have 2 tanks that are only there to do the initial clip, and then they're gonna be out of the game for, what, 30 seconds? 30 to 40 seconds?
And if you want to look further than that, right? Look at the auto load. Jai doing 5 shots of damage in his Fosh B.
Yeah.
Dika did 8, but the last clip was he didn't even get it off. Meanwhile, on the side of Arcane, Winged getting 3 clips off in his 50B, and same with Aether. 3 clips versus 1 clip. That's huge,
All I
especially
can say,
considering the 50Bs focused the tank, because we saw someone blow up.
one thing I noticed is Vidi has been relegated from the 50B roles. So,
I think that's for the better. You know, I mean, look at a Winged and Aether. Oh, Winged has enough comp experience where he should not be doing something stupid like that.
yeah,
And as much as Aether gets dogged on, he, still does have more comp experience than Witty. So I can't say I'm surprised. But going into Highway, it's going to be, I believe, Arcane is going to be defending first on Highway. So we'll see if they're able to win their defense, which is, I would say, the preferred side.
Are all the other games like playing right now, or?
I think the Cine game has started against Employed.
Okay. Anyway, we go to the highway. We have what is this? How many 260s is this? 7 260s from the side of Arcane. A single IS7, double 279, double E5, a whole re and double EBR.
Donor, on the other hand, still the double APR, which I think is standard. Double Leopard, though. 1 279, 4 260s, and 6 IS7s.
All I can say is the pick from Donner. This is the Apex server Vietnamese strat. They run double Leo every time.
I mean, are you saying that, like, Donor got inspired by the comp of the Apex server? Is that what you're trying to tell us, Bastian?
No. Every time the Vietnamese bring this lineup, they always get destroyed.
Okay.
Both EBRs trade spots. A few shots coming at Dika, no damage taken.
Kevin and Luca crossing in the shortcut with the double IS7, not getting spotted as well.
Tansoff getting spotted down south.
Oh my god! Tansoff dies there.
Good
Good shot from the 260.
back-to-back 0 damage games for Tansoff, I guess.
Unlucky.
Yeah, but
The
the thing
IS7s,
is-
though, Kevin and Luca do make it across
Yeah, without taking damage, and the thing
without
is,
taking any damage. Okay, now they take a little bit of damage, but still, that's a lot of map control they took pretty quickly, and
We
the
have
entire
triple
team of Arcane is
260s
spotted.
We have triple 260s pushing into the breach.
I don't think that's a good play. Although they are spotting the Leos probably.
Oh, not yet.
I don't think this is a good play. They just killed Damian and then they're just stuck here. Even
But
so,
the thing is,
Damian can
they're
just
not even gonna
revive.
kill him because they have so much. There's shots coming in from D1. There's shots coming in from the bridge on the J line. Like they're trading so poorly to kill Damien, and just again, 3 tanks are stuck here. They can't leave, and they lost A1 already, so they will slowly get pressured out. Like you're seeing Dad getting shot by the I7.
Yeah.
It's kinda
I mean,
bad.
I mean, it would have been a good play if the Leos would have gotten spotted and blown up by the tanks on the ridge line. But since that is not the case, yeah, they're just dead there for free. But
It was just this is just overcooked from side of Arcane. They were never in any danger. They could have just let Damian take the bridge on the bridge position and just let him like do anything because he has nothing to farm. But
yeah. Also remember that Arcane is, like we said before, on defense. They don't have to do anything. They can just establish positions and wait for Döner to make the
well,
play.
now this
But,
game is pretty
yeah.
much over. They're down.
This
9K
game
already.
is, yeah, this game is over.
But-
Also,
They're gonna lose A1 as soon as they start repushing, and they're gonna slowly getting kicked out of the city.
yeah,
What
I mean,
makes
that-
the
that
Arcane
also
push even
depends.
worse is they only had one tank committed to A1 in IS7, right? Even if you lose the IS7, that's fine. There's an IS7 at E5 that's cut off, you know, he's out of the fight. You
And
can
then
assume the
have-
Leos
you
are out
have
of the
double-
fight.
And you have double IS7s committed to F8 as well.
If you just take your entire team and drive city,
You win.
you have an overmatch. But I guess hindsight is 2020. It's a rough round for Arcane.
The only
mean-
games they lost right now are throws.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the cliff was a massive throw. This one as well. I mean, just a blunder. Like, you can't push that guy out. I know I made that play once in Clan Wars. I went to D5, and I will never go there again.
I mean,
Yeah, if you
even
do it-
better
if
for
you
my
do it-
prediction now.
If you do it once, then you'll never do it again.
I mean, even better for my prediction now because Döner winning this game means that there's only one more game needed for them not only to win the series but also for me to fulfill my prediction, and that would be good for the standings as well. But yeah, also pretty like I said, or like we talked about it. It's pretty unlucky for Arcane because they just overcooked. They didn't have to do anything, and they tried to make a play, tried to do something, but that was the
That was
yeah
not the
wrong
play.
decision. Yeah, that was not the play.
I mean, yeah, it is unfortunate because, you know, when you're on match point, you know, it puts more pressure on Donor. But when you're not on match point, they can be a little more free flowing, which doesn't always
Yeah.
cause the same mistakes that being on match point does.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like as soon as we have a point where, or as soon as we get to a map where Arcane is forced to play a bit more strategical, because like let's be honest, on Cliff it's mostly about the brawl, and it's not really about something strategical. Like you either push one thing and you win it because you have more tanks, or you don't and you lose the game. But on a map like Highway, it's a bit more tactical. There are many approaches, and I think as soon as it gets to the tactical thingy, yeah, that's just bad for Arcane. But we'll see how it will turn out on the second Highway, and yeah, Döner now on match point.
Tons of back-to-back 0 damage, unlucky. He didn't even get to shoot his gun.
Stop hating on fucking Tanzov.
I don't
Pasta.
hate
Hello?
Tansov. I'm not saying it. Oh my god.
Tablito also though, 0 damage, 0 spotting, man.
I mean, while we are at the zero damage damage dealers, Dag also doing 0 damage.
Yeah,
But no,
I mean,
I'm
look
just
at the 3260s I drove in, right? It was Dag, Zest, and I forget what the last
and
one
Ralph.
was.
It was Ralph.
yeah,
Ralph, shocker,
and,
at the bottom of the damage board.
One thing
No,
I
I mean,
noticed about the NA server comp, like the entire summer series, it's like everyone are gentleman team, you know? Like if they get advantage, they give some HP back to make it fair.
I mean,
Every
yeah,
teams are so polite, you know?
that's
they-
why NA is
They
the superior
support fair
server.
play so much.
That's why NA is the superior server, Pasta.
True. They're 2 weeks ahead of EU.
True.
But let's see if in being gentleman-like, let's see if Donor wants to donate the game back to Arcane. See if that happens. But score update: Cine is up 2-0, and Crakd Dopa are tied 1-1.
Expected.
Okay. I mean,
Well,
how
I
is
got
the...
I got told by Louis to put 3-0 for Dopa, so it's over already. My predictions.
Trusting Lewis is an interesting idea, considering that Crakd Dopa is shockingly short.
Shockingly short.
I mean, how were the predictions looking for tonight? Like, on this game, you both put 3-0 for Döner, right? And how
Yeah.
about the other games? What did you
I
predict?
put 3-1 Cine.
I also put 3. I think we all put 3-1 Cine, so that one's irrelevant. Fumes, me and Pasta put 3-0, which, I mean, they forfeit because they were short. They didn't want to waste their time. And me and Lewis both put 3-2 for Crakd.
Well, Louis fucked up my predictions.
I mean, is he still in Korea, Pasta? Maybe
No,
it's still
no,
time
he,
to...
He left in Thursday. He's now in China.
Okay, because if he would have been still in China, in Korea, I would have said you could slap the dog shit out of him in GTA 5 for that.
True. In GTA
I mean,
5
alright.
version.
Into game 4 we go. Match point for Donner. Oh, and Donner is camping. So,
yeah.
Donner bringing triple E100, 5279s, double 705A, double E5, Sturf, EBR, and a Manticore. Tansov has been relieved of light tank duties.
And the side of Arcane, bringing the double EBR, 1 CS, double E5, 1279, and 8 to 60s. 9 to 60s? Is it 9?
8 to 60s
Okay.
and an I7.
Is it 8?
Oh my god, Pasta!
I can't count.
Sabotaging me.
Count.
I was trying so hard not to count loud because everybody thinks I'm a retard. And yeah, no. Okay. Well,
Pay attention to our Dika's EVR equipment, vents, rammer, and optics.
yeah,
Oh, man.
we found out before that Vents is the golden equipment.
According to our Quickie Baby.
Yeah, if the goat says it.
If the goat says it, it's always correct.
Yes.
Dika is spot.
Dika is spotted.
Oh,
Okay.
There's
Whoa.
a team shot coming in from
Oh
the side
my
of
God.
Donner. Someone shot Dika.
Someone
Wait.
shot Dika.
The
Wing,
thing
please
is,
don't
though,
peek again.
Thing is, the
Yeah,
wing didn't spot those tanks, but like from the shots getting shot at it.
Oh,
Oh my god! Oh my
Oh my
god!
god,
Paying-
Dika dying on this.
Well,
The thing
we
is,
now
right,
know.
Donner has more tanks in the brawl and better tanks for this brawl.
I mean, we now know which tank is superior. Which equipment is superior now, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I was about to say that the Vents might come in handy because he would out DPM Winged, but yeah, he just got cooked by him. Anyways.
We'll see how the Abe leading 900 for no reason. I mean, position-wise, Arcane does have a better crossfire, but Donner can just sit here and anchor. They don't have to push.
Arcane,
Yeah.
Arcane should not even choose to look down the.
I mean,
zero line.
the thing that's happening though is, at the same time, Arcane is taking the base with Notorious and Tabledo. Tabledo is
Oh my
already
god,
on
cap
Oh.
pressure.
A7. That's,
The Quickie Baby strat.
That's really bad for the setup Döner.
Oh my god, they're gonna put 3 on cap. Like the
Yes.
QB always says, capping
And-
is the way to win.
I mean, and that's the right thing to do because the side of Döner fully gave up their base. Oh no, they're not gonna cap. They're just gonna drive in.
Oh my god, you have
Ah,
the
no,
whole.
they're turning for cap now.
Oh
They're
my
turning for
god.
cap.
Okay, they are realizing, but like, it's too. I mean,
There's
it's
a
not
new
too
push
late,
coming up from
but
Donner. 7705 tossing into the corner. They're not gonna be any HP doing that.
Ralph
Jai gets-
blowing up
Jai
for
gets
this.
900. Ralph is gonna. Oh my god!
Yeah, but
That's
that's
the
not gonna
pro point.
matter.
That's the ammo rack. He had 21.
HP is completely even. And remember, there's 2 on cap.
Yeah, that's
Tom
not gonna
Brood and the
matter.
Manticore is spotted.
Yeah.
1000 HP. Tabledo is harassing him, but I don't know why Tabledo is not on cap.
Yeah, but the thing is, even if Tabledo would have been on cap, the game would be over by now. But
I
still,
know.
I don't think the side of Döner is able to get decaps anyways. Oh, John.
The
it's
E5
gonna be
is a
so
YOLO.
close.
Thing is though, even if they get the decap, they're gonna lose the city.
Yeah, I mean, somehow, even with 4 tanks out of the fight for the, they're winning every brawl, and even the 2 cap actually is going to work out.
Oh, he bounced. Shoot. John bounced. Shoot.
I mean,
tiebreaker. We go tiebreaker.
did it matter though?
my
No
god.
You know what's even worse? Arcane should have won this 3-1.
Oh my god,
Should have been
man.
a clean win for them.
But I don't realize why is Döner giving up their base? Like,
don't know.
hello.
Oh
And
my
you know
god,
what's even
Cine,
funnier?
Cine just won, which means
Cine won, which means Cine's in and Donner's out.
Oh my
Donner's down to
god.
the lower bracket because of. Oh no.
Oh my
Oh
god,
man.
Tansov got Amorect for 2100 on the cross.
Poor Tansov, man. That guy,
That guy's just
no matter
getting-
what he
it's not
plays,
his
he just has to
stage
go
time.
garage.
Bro, he got cooked so much, but
I mean, look at Dika getting. Let's see, who damage? I need to find
Oh yeah,
this.
who is the team killer? Damian. We now know who's the
Oh
culprit.
man, 300
I mean-
damage. Although it wouldn't have mattered though because Dika was left on 1 HP and then he got shot by.
Double
another
260.
260.
Yeah.
So it should have even. It would have evened out realistically, but nonetheless. Ah man, Dika
And-
blowing up, and even if Dika dies, right? It's bad because it opens the cap play up. However,
yes.
it's still like I don't know, like losing the base, you send 2 tanks back, but how are they losing the city brawl so badly? Like you have E100s and 9Es.
I mean, like I don't get anything. The thing is, the funniest thing is that I was
Ah,
talking about it the
Look
game
at these pen
before.
rates. Look at these pen on the side of Don, by the way.
Oh,
Not a single one of them has like a.
931 in the E5, 742 in the E100.
And then on the side, like Arcane, Witty 6-6. Okay, Kappa, maybe.
It's
I'll
from
skip.
the half of them is
Ichino-
from Amorect damage.
Yeah. I mean, like, the pen rate
Yo.
is honestly not that much better on this side, actually. So I'm not sure what caused that big like the big disparity.
I'm guessing that yeah, Döner just traded worse because I mean we saw, for example, Abe. He's the top damage in the end on the side of Döner, but we saw him like just driving out and taking 900 for free, and I'm guessing that's how the yeah, Brawl in the City went in the end. They just took worse trades, but like I still think like I don't think there is ever a need to even push up.
You
The
don't,
city
you don't,
that
you don't,
far.
you don't, you don't need to try to comprehend.
There,
Because I don't
it's
understand
not
that. I
even
don't understand
comprehension. It's
either.
just like
If
you have the better tanks, you have the overmatch,
Just drive at them and 10 your shots.
but then
yeah,
the problem is you can't drive because they have a better crossfire, which is fine. But the second you understand they have the better crossfire and you can't push into it,
Then
you should be like, oh, my base is empty. Let me send some tanks back to hold the base. But they end up pushing the city. They push too far, and then they realize, oh shoot, we're not gonna win the city, and then we're also getting capped out. I mean, like, yeah, it's just across the board.
I don't know why they even reinforced the city at that point. Like,
yes,
the
yeah.
double 705A is gonna be holding 0, which is gonna be enough. Triple E100 is gonna play in the back city, not forward, which means they can still hold it from there. And then like everyone can play like the bridge area, so they can rotate either side. Then they decide
I
to
don't
give
know.
up every single position and just push into the city and die.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that, but otherwise, score update is 2-1 for Crakd. They are playing their game right now. I believe Dopamine is on defense now. Um,
14 though.
There's the Killzor stream if you want to tune into that.
Oh, there we have
The
Arcane
double
Thunder
I7
Pump.
across the middle is happening as well. Except all of Dopamine is sitting and shooting the I7s because the Sem spotted it early enough. So, you know, Ducky taking some damage for it, but I mean, the one I7 is literally HEable.
Man, I'm so
Yep, and
I'm
yeah,
so confused right now.
You're not the only one, Pasta. I'm
Ah.
also confused.
I don't know, man. I guess NA just better than you. That's all I
mean-
can say.
I mean, yeah, at this point. Is
I don't know what that was. Actually, no, that's not even NA being better than EU. That's just I don't know what that team did.
Well, you remember me talking about the gentleman's agreement? The
Ah,
Wizards
yes, they
did.
threw it
So,
back.
yeah,
Hmm.
they're such polite people, very gentle. They get the advantage, they give it back to make the game even. But but because of that, and Cine just won 3-0 against Employed, which means Cine is gonna be in the top group, and Donner is actually gonna get kicked
demoted
out.
to the lower.
Yeah, they're gonna get kicked out to the lower group.
The Killzor making a peak of a lifetime. Cosplaying Dika, it looks like.
Yo.
He wanted one shot into the I7. He got the one shot and took 4 shots in return.
Worth
That's
it.
And
I said
his
worth
face,
it.
his facial reaction says it all. You know, he's like, "Dang it, I can't farm my what fantasy points anymore." Speaking of which, if you guys did not know, we have our own prediction site back up.
Woohoo!
So if you want to put a little, if you want on stream, post the what fantasy, it's in the announcements. Um, let me it's already locked.
Set my rosters.
How do I see my in? I can't see it apparently.
Wait, do I need to sign? I need to register, right?
Mm-hmm. I can't see my roster anymore, which is
Still in development.
the Killzor was one of the players that I picked in my roster because he has a tendency to, you know, how do I say it? Accumulate damage, let's put it that way.
Accumulate damage.
At the Arcane versus Donor tiebreaker has popped. It's airfield tiebreaker. That is going to be interesting.
And Arcane is defending.
Yes.
But the thing I want to point out right now is Donner has a 100% win rate on airfield because they have the EU players who know how to play the map. So that might be the factor here, but still, it doesn't matter because if they went to tiebreaker, they're gonna be kicked out to the lower group.
Yeah. Arcane lost airfield 2-0, and Donor ended up winning that 2-0. However, that doesn't necessarily mean every, because I believe they played Ensk. Donor still ended up splitting the map, so you know the knowledge helps early on, but I don't think it's going to be a saving grace.
My the verification email from What Fantasy is put in the spam mail. So if you don't get it, please check your spam mailbox.
Crazy. I have to admit I'm still not over the highway game actually. It's gonna live rent free in my head for this entire night.
Who do you think is going to be more I guess annoyed with their throw? Cine, Arcane with the cliff, or Donner with that highway?
Donner would be more pissed because Arcane, whatever they do, their outcome of Phase1 didn't matter. Didn't change at all, whatever they do. But Donner, the only way they get kicked out to the lower group for Phase2 is they go tiebreaker, and that should just happen.
I mean, also, like, just the fact how they lost. Like, we have the team of Döner who has a lot of strong EU players. They have good FCs. They should never lose this. I mean, anyways, we are into the tiebreaker game now on airfield, and yeah, tell us something about the lineups because I am tired of counting.
Okay, I shall count since the European cannot count. Arcane with a 1 EBR, a Sturv, a CS, Quad 9E, a can opener, an IS7, and then 6 260s.
Donner has 8 IS7, 4 to 790, 1 CS, E3, and an E4. Is Light Tank even worth it on this map?
I guess it can be worth, but we'll see. I don't think you should play a light tank just because, yeah, the additional brawl tank is better, and also you can just pick a CS with spotting setup if you really want to have the information. But yeah, Tablito doing a really aggressive run.
He actually gets spotted for this though, which is so
He
let's see
only
if he takes any
spots
shots from one of the
Amiens.
big.
Meanwhile, we have Kevin in the CS committing.
He's not spotted, and he gets there safe. So when they cross, or if they push down, they're gonna have a nice little surprise behind.
What is this
Oh,
position?
Meryl actually,
Arcane is
ET knows,
in?
or Meryl also hiding by the way there. It's gonna be a pain for Donner if they end up pushing.
Tablito is currently spotted in the open. He gets unspotted. He should be able to just play his light tank camo against the heavy tanks. We have a 4. Is this 5 or 4? 4 to 790 is pushing the northern side of the map. Thing is though, Arcane has, what is this? A 279, and yeah, it's double 279 in the corner.
They know Torpedo's in the bush. They're blinding it already. I'm not gonna. I would be surprised if someone didn't clear it.
Damian should
But
be able
there's
to
not
just drive
that
up
many
the
tanks. There's actually not that many tanks here for the side of Arcane. You know,
holding
covering.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
And-
thing is, I still don't think they can win it, the side of Donut, because the thing is, the can opener and the crossfire of the 279s is really, really strong, and Arcane is also rotating tanks back already, so I don't think this move is gonna work out, but it's just a bait as it seems, because no, they're not. I mean, they're reinforcing the CS of Kevin on the lower side, and they are trying, or they will try to pick up
Aether
Meryl,
is
maybe.
going very aggressively on his
They
own.
don't,
He
they
needs to
don't know
cross.
about they don't know about the hurricane yet.
No,
They
Meryl
don't.
got lit. Meryl got lit. They know
Oh,
he's there.
okay, I was gonna say.
Dag and Notorious is going for a re-aggression here. Interestingly, Dag is gonna
The re-aggression is fine, but not where Dag is.
Not really this much required from them.
Yes. This is all you have to do. Push them
We-
back. That's it.
We
Job
have, we
is
have
done.
the 2790 push on the northern side of the map. They're just gonna cross
Yes.
in the open. Widdy and Elliot is gonna be able to farm the entirety of that. Jai bleeding 800. They're gonna
Winged
lose
is
north
going to
side
die.
of the map. Arcane. They're losing the northern side because they just have less tanks. Winged
Yep,
is
and
getting
Winged is dead.
crossfire. Winged is dead. Thing is though, for the side of Arcane, they need to try to pick the tanks on the southern side of the map, but the thing is that there's triple IS-7 in H4 covering the entire donor tanks in the front, which means they can't really push the southern side without bleeding any HP. Gump is gonna die to the double 279E. Tablito actually got out of the bush. He should be able to start shooting at the back of the donor tanks, but with the EBR DPM, there's so much stuff he can do alone.
I don't think Arcane was aware they had that big of an overmatch on the south. Because if they are aware, I think they would have been a little more aggressive. The second the donor committed some tanks down, Arcane should have just repushed those tanks.
Yeah, so as it looks right now, this is gonna be a win for Dona, and yeah,
I mean,
The thing is-
if you ask me, Donner could have. I mean, Arcane couldn't have held the north with like how many tanks? It was only 4 tanks on the north.
yeah,
It was 260, can opener, and double to 790. They can never hold it with 4 tanks. And then they saw like more tanks coming towards the northern side. They should have reinforced.
I mean, I thought multiple times that they were gonna reinforce it, but they just like kept waiting at what was it, at G9, G8, and didn't do anything, and they just rotated when the tanks were already dying. But yeah, in the end, it's still not gonna matter for Döner, because even though they win this game now, they still go to the lower bracket or to the lower side of the to the lower group, and that not only is probably annoying for them, but it also means they get less prize money, because in the lower group
User
there's
joined your
a
channel.
reduced prize pool.
I mean, it's only a gold price pool. Shut up, Kuchi. Don't say anything.
I mean, I don't think they're too worried about the gold. It's more the fact that at best now, they're going to be seed 5, right? Which means no matter who they play in the playoffs, they are going to be at a disadvantage in the pick bans.
Do we
Also,
watch
Crack Dopa is
we watch
also in
this?
tiebreak now.
I mean,
I mean,
Dopa and Crack being in tiebreak is really good for us, Karen.
Yeah, I know. Although if Dopa wins,
it doesn't really.
Pasta still gets more points than us.
I mean, the thing is though, it's Cracked on defense now.
I mean, by that logic, you know, what's it called? Arcane was also on defense, but I think Cracked I think OP has a little better understanding of how the map works compared to um, the Gina.
I don't like the threats that are happening in the team channel. Are you reading this as well, Pasta?
Whoa, whoa.
I mean, there are some stereotypes, and also there are threats that we are gonna get kicked off the clan.
I don't care.
Like, what is this? This was supposed to be an independent cast. No bias.
You mean yeah? It's not cast. We're not casting.
Yeah,
we're
true.
We're just like
I forgot.
talking
Yeah.
random shit and like
I
shit
always
talking about
forget.
other team. We're not
I always
casting,
forget.
okay? I should ask Store to change his message on the streams channel on the tournament Discord. We're not casting. We're yapping.
Bro, what do you mean? This is our official eval to become Wargaming casters.
Nah.
Imagine official casters for the North American server. Pasta.
No, I'm going into the Navy.
I mean, I can already see it coming. There's this really important game on an A, and in the middle of the game, Pasta's gonna be like, "Oh fuck no! There's water dripping out of my air conditioning." Or we're gonna have the same situations, like last time when your mom was yelling at you to come eat. Okay.
I think we have the gentleman's agreement between two teams that they
yes,
play
I
one
forgot.
guy short.
Crack did have a gentleman's agreement, yes.
Oh, what a
So,
great server.
Crack's line up: a 1 ABR, a Sturv, a CS, 4 Type 71s, 4 IS7s, and triple E100.
What is this? 8 IF7s, right? 260 or 279 double CS, a STRV, and an EVR. Both sides bringing lighting. Interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they will play airfield, because we've seen some airfield strats now, some by the NA teams who
Score is
didn't
2-2.
play it earlier.
Score is 2-2, by the way. I didn't change it because I'm stupid.
No. I mean,
0-0 on my screen.
I mean, it's okay. It's basically a 0-0. We got to tiebreak, so everything is reset, and both teams have to lock in.
We have the aggressive southern push coming from side of Dopa. I don't think anyone has mods installed on the cracked side, which is unlucky. Deft is gonna bleed 800, Chopa is bleeding 900 as well. Dopa is gonna be able to establish the 4th position with the triple IS7s. They're Why is Pharaoh peeking like that?
That's a good question.
He just bled 1k for nothing.
I mean, multiple of the Dopa tanks already bled quite some HP. We also have Chopper being down to half HP on the far outside. Yeah. The thing is, like, the positions that the IS7s from Dopa are playing right now, I think they're just so much worse there than the Type 71s that Crakd is bringing, and the Type 71 just have side shots as well on turrets if they.
Oh wait, I just realized one tank on the Dopa side just started moving.
Oh. Who was it? Who is it? Yeah, that's faster. Oh, we have Werby. Oh my god, Werby bleeding a lot of HP. 1.9k for his over peak on the Dune.
Over peak. Everyone's EU peaking today.
Yeah, I mean. Okay. it was it actually was Ferret who was AFK if I see it
Yo,
correctly.
Team IGL, you can do that. You can do whatever you want.
True,
You can do 0 damage and you're not gonna get flamed on because you're the IGL.
true. That's true. No, but like
Left is gonna ego peek. Never mind, he backs off. Loop is getting crossfired between Boba and Depth right now. He knows that and he's gonna reposition his IS-7 to somewhere else safer.
yeah.
But this is a Dopa's attack after all, so they are the team that needs to be doing some plays.
Yes. And I'm not sure because Dopa is rotating around. I don't think they know what they want to do yet. So
So
yeah.
Dark got lit on the 0 line. That should be a giveaway to Crakd that Nicholas has creeped up on the
Yeah,
bush line.
they were already trying to blind fire Nicholas. Huh?
Coleman is gaining speed. He might be going to clear Nicholas, or he's gonna leave.
Ah, he's going for it. Nah, he doesn't. HP gap is somehow coming even. It was 4k difference, now it's only 2.5k.
Dark taking a shot, blind damage, but Florian minus
Florian
1200.
bleeding 1200, okay.
Yeah. I mean, so far the HP is still pretty even. We do see the push coming out though from the side of Dopa now.
I assume they're
they're-
lit. We just don't have a mod anyone on the side of
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But the
Vova
thing
will
is,
die. I mean, he can tuck in and be annoying.
yeah, I was gonna
but
say he can
The
tuck
push
in.
is spotted. Melee with a good shot is aiming for Vova.
Crakd also now coming in to reinforce this. They bleed a
oh,
Blur
lot.
and Nicholas on the north. Nicholas dies to Coleman. And
they
then
can't
Vova
pick
is
up Boba.
still tucked in. That spot.
I think this is just
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, I mean Vova has so good crossfire on towards the tanks of Chopper and Frodo and Blur, as well as the
Don't
tank.
think they
tank
realize
is.
how annoying Vova's spot is, because he just hides forever.
Yeah,
And because Paradox is there, Paradox will keep them spotted,
They're
so he
gonna
knows
lose
when
them.
he can peek.
They're gonna lose the north as well. They need to make a play on the southern side, but with Boba being here, yeah.
It's also with what HP, like the Killzor has, well, he was the healthiest tank. Hockey goalie going up and over to kill Deft, but
and he's gonna be dead.
yeah, I mean, Chase does die. Loop, I mean, it's not over yet, but because Vova is down to a one shot, but again, like,
But thing is though,
Yeah.
you can just tuck in like this and 10k's, like they have to overpeak from the I7 has to overpeak to kill.
yeah, and he's able to side scrape and just peek out just
Yeah,
enough
you
to
can
kill
just-
10 case. And now Ethan's full HP, he just drives in 3-1 shot.
this game is over. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, it's over, but again, you
yeah.
know, you never know who that they're hiding strats or whatnot, because both these teams are already guaranteed top 4.
I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
trash map anyway.
Yeah, it's first of all, Pastor, you're right. It's a trash map, but also it doesn't matter for either of the teams because they are guaranteed first group, so yeah, they don't really care about the game. I mean, it was close in the end. Dopa was short for for all the games, but yeah, in the end, Crakd is gonna pick it up. Do we have any games remaining now, or was this the last
that
one?
is all of phase 1, and now I can go back to sleeping. Oh yeah, I have to
No sleeping for you, Pastor. We are gonna review the
No,
betting
no,
standings.
no.
Let's see. Okay, the standings are updated.
I'm gonna do a
Um,
quick What Fantasy promotion, and then I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
No, the scores, by the way, the Wikipedia is up to date for Cine and Donor. Dopa and Crakd is not up to date yet, but that's whatever, doesn't really matter. But most importantly, as we mentioned earlier,
But
Cine is in 4th, Donor falls to 5th.
oh,
Yeah.
that is like very heartbreaking.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like it's really, really, really annoying for the side of Döner, especially because they won their game as well. I mean, yeah, it's the highway game is gonna be stuck in their head. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but
Tough stuff.
I think
Tough stuff indeed.
yeah.
all right. Yeah, find a way to put a forfeit into Liquipedia because I have no idea how to do that.
FF
So I
score.
think
Score
so.
FF, I think.
And then W for the winner, right? Walkover.
W, yes.
Alrighty. So I did know that. I just lied.
Okay, we had the standings change here. Donor was 4th, Cine was 5th at the beginning of today's matches. Now Donor is onto the lower echelon, Cine is on the upper group.
Yeah. So the final standing is gonna be Dopa at 15, Crakd at 14.
No. Crakd overtakes Dopa. I haven't put the score in yet.
Ah, okay. Well, nice, Karen. I thought that Wikipedia was up to date.
Well, someone has to prove it because I'm not, I don't have permissions yet.
Hmm.
I checked my status. I'm 79% of the way to editor. Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
do you
almost
check
there.
it? Where do you see that?
If you right click, if you like open like your edit history, there's like a percentage number. It says like percentage to next coin
Or is
level
it
or
like
whatever.
contribution or something?
Yeah, you can go onto there and get it. I can look for you if you want after I upload this.
I mean, so in the end, what's the like correct is first, but at how many points, Karen?
Oh, never mind. I
Um,
found where I can find it. Achievements.
Okay, let me
But
see. I put the thing through. See if it looks.
Okay, that's over. I'm just gonna do a quick What Fantasy promotion and then go back to sleep.
yeah, go for it first then.
We have the fantasy. If you guys remember from 2020, was it like 2019, 2020, 2021? There was the What Fantasy for APAC players for ANZPL, JPL, for NA players, I guess the Community League. Now it's back. Woohoo! I don't know what you get from doing this, but still it's funny.
Yeah, it's just been rebuilt. Still working getting all the features back. But beloved Pringles is working on that.
We have 2 tournaments right now. We have the Joust League Fantasy and the NA 15v15 Fantasy right now.
Oh, Joust is on there?
Yeah, Joust is on here.
I did not know that.
For
Wait,
those of you not knowing,
error 404, unlucky.
for those
Yeah.
of you not knowing, the Joust thingy is basically the same thing that the Summer Series is on NA. That's the pendant on EU. Like, Joust
Yeah.
League is the EU tournament, the
Don't-
EU 15-15 summer tournament.
I just don't think
Community
there's any
summer tournament.
replays available for that one. So
Wait, so how do you do this thing? Like, what are the points decided by?
what do you mean? Still damage, block damage, kills, the usual.
Okay, so I shouldn't pick Alex for this, right?
No, I think Tansoft should be your number one pick.
You say
The
that
band,
and he got and he died 3 games in a row.
I know it was meant to be a joke.
Unlucky.
0 points.
I think he's just trying to sabotage you. Hasta, just don't listen to Karen. It's like the same for your predictions. Don't listen to
I have to
Lewis.
update the prediction. So Stored actually did not give any prediction.
Unlucky.
So none of us got. Okay, we all got 1 point for the donor result.
You know. Oh wait, I should do this. Oh fuck.
For Crakd, me and Clueless got
Get
it
rid
right.
of everyone from my fantasy. I'm just gonna arrange by average points and do it from bottom. Top 10. Easy.
Okay, so current standings: Clueless has 23 points. I have 22 points, and Pasta has 19 points.
Ah shit.
Store didn't even play today, and he has 18 points. So Pasta not doing very hot.
Ah shit. I got.
Pasta,
All
you're
I can
cooked.
say is I asked Louis for his predictions last night, and he told me the predictions I picked in tonight.
I mean,
So I pretty much got sabotaged.
I mean, for next week, Pasta, let's just make the predictions together so we can like put Karen back in the last place where he belongs.
Well,
You know?
I won't be here from next week on, so
Haha.
there will
Haha.
not be any predictions from me.
Oh, so basically, Pasta, it's your time to shine. You have to log in against Stort.
Yeah, I'm going to take a full. I'm taking a flight all the way to India just to play APAC Clan Wars.
No way.
Bro.
Yeah, there better be a spot for me in the clan, by the way.
Ah,
Yeah, kick Frodo out and put me in.
You know, we kicked like 9 people last night because we had triples for some reason. We didn't have enough people.
Average finds experience.
If I remember
Frodo.
correctly, though, Frodo needs 2 spaces in the clan. So
Okay,
True,
great. There's enough
Yeah.
space for two. Oh my god, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure Elite will vouch for me. You know.
Yeah, the fellow Indians.
Hello, Indian.
You gotta-
I
you gotta
always remember.
You gotta be in the right caste system ranks, you know? That thing is just so fucked.
Oh my god, man. This yapping is getting out of hand.
This game
Okay.
is getting out of control.
Yeah. Somebody has to stop us, Pasta. Imagine from next week on, like Karen is not even there to control us. Just gonna be us 2 yapping for phase 2. Oh my god. Also, a nice promotion for the What Fantasy Pasta. Get this man a sponsorship ASAP.
No, I'm putting in the link right now, so all the yapping we're doing right now makes sense. Okay, I'm going off. Thanks for watching. We're gonna be back with phase 2. We're gonna be, I think we're gonna be watching lower bracket games more than the upper bracket because upper group they're all like guaranteed playoffs anyway. So it's gonna be very interesting to see the survival battle on the lower groups, if you know what I'm talking about.
Also, because it's gonna be really interesting just because of the matchups that wait for us in the lower group. We have Arcane and Dünner meeting again, and we also still have MVP there and also Employed. Yeah, so some interesting games because the teams are pretty even. Interesting games coming up if they or when they fight for the spot in playoffs. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching and yeah. More yapping next
Yay!
week.
Okay, I go back to sleep now. Bye.
Go.
Wait, bro, no, wait. I'm gonna post the standings so that I can see how Donor reacts to them being dropped.
I
mean,
wait, where? I still have to. I didn't turn off the stream yet.
I think Jonah knows
the,
that.
Should I turn it off?
Maybe it'll take some. It'll take time to react in Discord.
Okay, then I'm going to bed. Bye.
This guy. Oh man.